And Hamilton under investigation for that first corner. And will Lewis Hamilton get another drive-through penalty? What do you think?
Well, I think in that case, there's no question. If you see him,
nice.
McLaren's touch. That is, well, Lewis Hamilton obviously with suspension damage, puncture. I'd be surprised if he makes it round to back into the pits. But the problem in those conditions is Jenson Button can't see in his mirrors. There's so much spray coming off the front axle that any visibility you have is just cancelled.
So Lewis comes off the last chicane much faster. Jenson's making his way on what is the normal line. And it was the merest of touch,
regardez, il revient déjà, il est dans l'aspiration à 7 dixièmes et le DRS ouvert.
Il est loin là, ça va être dur. Hein.
Ouais, il n'est plus très loin. Il va au moins être à hauteur. Il est doublé. Oh non! Oh non! L'accident qu'il ne fallait pas commettre!
Et
les
oui,
deux
mais
Verstappen qui partent au tapis.
Verstappen
oh là là,
en
terrible.
pleine zone de freinage,
il
se décale vers l'extérieur.
Is it a racing incident?
Hamilton on the racing line. Rosberg's entitled to have a look around the outside, but at that point, you've got to get out of it. Hamilton's entitled to take the racing line.
Rosberg was never ahead.
No. That was just a little clumsy clip, really, wasn't it?
As we head in to the final lap of this race, Rosberg never won a Grand Prix from outside the top 3.
Yeah, look at it, this is close. Hamilton got a fantastic drive out of turn 1.
So here he goes then. Is this hammer time? Lewis Hamilton wheel to wheel with Nico Rosberg in towards turn 2. His teammates got the inside line. They've touched again. Hamilton runs wide, and is he going to come onto the track and touch his teammate? He's now got damage. Nico Rosberg to his front wing. Bits of carbon fibre. Keeping out of trouble so far, apart from the 2 Ferraris. Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc made contact.
Yes, they did heavy contact.
Look at that! That's that rear wing just hanging on. Let's just have a look, Martin, now on board with Charles Leclerc. Dives down the inside as Vettel gets squeezed a bit, and then comes to grief with his teammate.
He wasn't hit from behind.
Just as I said, they were all keeping out of trouble. The 2 Ferraris go and prove me wrong. As Sebastian Vettel being wheeled into the garage, the first retirement of the race.
Yeah, he's having to retire, Crofty. He's been told to come back to the pits, and you just see it on your screen now. So the team are on the radio. He said something was hanging off, but they tried. But that was a clumsy move by him to stick up the inside of Vettel, who was ultimately going to have to turn in with the car that was pushing him. So
Look, it looks like the 2 Williams got together. 2 Williams got together, damaged front wing for Nico Rosberg and probably suspension. And later on in this lap then, that will fail and send him into the wall very heavily. That is therefore brought out the safety car.
It's Sebastian Vettel from Kimi Raikkonen. Then comes Valtteri Bottas, and Lewis Hamilton's losing places as they touch the 2 Red Bulls of Ricciardo, going wide into turn 2, and there's Carlos Sainz sliding through, and there's big problems for Ricciardo, who spins round on turn 3.
Someone hit me.
yeah, I'm still looking at it.
Is that who I think it was?
Yes.
Sore loser.
You could be right there, Danny boy. It was your teammate, Max Verstappen. There's a debrief that you want ringside tickets for later on this afternoon.
And he did have enough room, he did. And the lockup came, and he'll be feeling pretty bad about that one.
Disappointment for Dan.
And still the VAR.
Villeneuve, and that's Villeneuve and Zonta. Zonta has hit Jack Villeneuve, who pirouettes through 360 degrees time and time again. Brilliantly keeps the engine running. Zonta clips the right rear wheel of his teammate's VAR. Remember I said 2 weeks ago in Austria, the worst thing that can happen is for 2 teammates to hit each other. Alesi and Heidfeld did it in Austria for Prost, and now Villeneuve and Zonta.
A huge collision between the 2 Jordans, which forced Michael Schumacher over the sand and gravel, but he was able to get back onto the track. The 2 Jordans, however, were stranded and went into retirement.
And it's Nico Rosberg and Hamilton's onto the grass, and Hamilton's had a massive crash, and he's crashed into his teammate. The two Mercedes come together as Hamilton tried to pass on the inside.
Lewis gets such a launch off the top of turn 3. And I'm afraid Nico Rosberg has got to take every bit as much blame for
Ou
that.
alors que Charles Leclerc essaye de surprendre Vettel et il le fait. Il est d'abord allé à l'extérieur, puis il a piqué à l'intérieur.
Oui, mais là ça va être au tour de Vettel. Vettel n'a pas défendu. Allons voir maintenant si oui, Leclerc lui par contre va défendre.
Oui, attention, les deux Ferrari
Ils se sont
qui
touchés,
se sont touchés. Ah, que c'est idiot, que c'est bête. Que c'est bête parce que ça va s'arrêter là pour Leclerc. C'est fini pour Charles Leclerc.
Pourtant, le choc était tellement minime.
Ah, il n'était pas si minime que ça. En tout cas, le pneu a déchappé et il a crevé.
So we see Vettel pulling a move, and Webber's left the door wide open.
Oh, did it come together? Webber and Vettel have come together. That's Vettel going out, Webber going out. What was going on there? Extraordinary. We were just saying about how they would race together. Well, suddenly this race has turned. We've no need for rain. We've just got drama on the track. The two Red Bulls connect. Out goes Sebastian Vettel, and Hamilton and Button push on for McLaren.
Whose fault was that? They just seemed to merge towards each other, if anything, didn't they? A little Webber slightly left, Vettel slightly right.
Yeah, there's some frustration, you know. It's
As if he hadn't got enough pressure on him.
Whoever was coming in second there, which is Jean Alesi, was coming in too late. That one has got to be firmly on Alesi's shoulders. It's just too late in there. There's no way he could have expected Heidfeld to yield in that situation. And
Into the wall goes Esteban Ocon. Did he make contact with his teammate Sergio Perez? They were right close together again. Right, just ahead of Esteban Ocon, Sergio Perez, his teammate. Now they're going to wheel, the two Force Indians, and yes, they did touch. It's Baku from last year. It's Spa from last year, all over again, and it's Ocon who is squeezed into the wall by his teammate.
Christian Fittipaldi with that wheel off. My goodness, a dramatic finish in Italy as... Oh, I didn't see that. That is Fittipaldi. Yes, that was Fittipaldi there. He tried to come up. He tried to overtake Martini. He just touches. Look at the car goes up through the vertical, absolutely over a complete 360 degrees somersault. Back on more or less its wheels. What an amazingly miraculous escape there.
This terrific shunt as he tried to pass his teammate, Jean Alesi, at the end of the session. Thank heavens he's okay.
The Team Force India scrapping away. Perez has lost a place to Massa, and Vettel somehow manages to hang on to second place. Well done, Massa, as the two Force Indians collide there, and there's big damage to Perez's front wing.
Both damage.
What did Esteban do, guys?
I tell you what, the two Force Indias came together as well.
No love lost there, is there?
No, Ocon eventually having to make way, and Perez was not going to be moved out of the way.
Just a little touch from Esteban, but I think all is good.
Ocon is on the inside of the Force Indians. Oh, that was touching and into the wall as well, Martin. Perez and Ocon, as we go down and right on board with Ocon towards Eau Rouge, and once again they have touched.
Guys, what the? Honestly, what the? This guy's doing? Front wing broken now.
Now is the time. You better get up when you're down with the camera.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw that he was there, but obviously many drivers, they protect the line, and it's what I did. You know, I protect my line. There was no room for him to go anywhere.
That's just how not professional he is recently. He has never done that with any other teammates, and yeah, I think I will go man to man to